Hello, beezbladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have 4 quick knives to show you. I've already unboxed them. They're 4 from Lothar. 2 or 3 or maybe all 4 of them are on sale at a little bit at some point. I'll tell you about it here in just a second. I'll have links down there where you can go check them out. I've already unboxed them. They do come with a nice little package on the inside, a nice little case that you can keep them in. It's kind of like faux carbon fiber, but I'm going to get started with these. I have 2 of these versions and then 2 other knives. And well, you know what? Let's just jump right in. This is the Lothar Lich King. Would you look at it? Just look at it. All of its Lich Kingness. Wait a minute. This is the Lothar Lich King also. Would you look at it? I mean, just look at it. So there's a couple different variants here. There are 6 different variants. I know one's 15, one's 16% off. They have a sale going on right now, depending on when you're watching this, right? These are pretty cool. They're upgrades. They did have D2 steel. These have 14C 28N blade steel. They do have a lanyard hold. They don't have a reversible clip, but they do have a captive pivot with caged ceramic ball bearings, which is very nice, very, very nice. These are button locks. They are plunge locks. And if you look right here, they have very nice jimping up here on the flippers. And if you like a more substantial feeling knife in your hand, this one might be right up your alley. Let's get this blade out. You ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Did you hear that ka-ching? It comes out and it sounds really good. The deployment on these does sound fun. It has a slight recurve to the blade, all kinds of geometry going on right here. This one has a coated blade that, like I said, that's 14C. This one right here is a little bit Damascus. I think it's a 10CR Damascus, which isn't too shabby. Looks pretty cool. And if we look up top here, you can see the layers, which is very, very cool. So it is layered. It's not just like a topo or a design just put on the outside. We do have some layers going on. Here's a look at your plunge lock. So a plunge lock is a medium use strength knife. It is G10 and it does have the nice bolster look, which I like. It does have also a little bit of milling on the back here. A little softer sound. It might add to some traction. Let me give you a couple quick size comparisons because this is going to be a faster video. First up is the QSP Penguin, because everybody needs a Penguin, right? And then here is the Civivi Elementum 2 button lock. It's a full-size knife. It's not a medium jobby. And I'll show you what it weighs here in just a second. We'll do a quick weight on it. And if you haven't noticed, I'm going 100 miles an hour. This is the 3rd time I've made this video over the last week due to audio issues. This time, if this audio doesn't work, I'm just going to let you watch this with no sound. This is the Vosteed Raccoon, and this is the Drop Bear version 2. So if that doesn't get you dialed in, I don't know what will. Here's one more. Here's the CJRB Pyite Light with the S90V steel. Just for the viewers that have never watched my videos, my hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25, and the ergos are really nice. They do an excellent job. You do have a little bit of harpoon action going, but the jimping on the back locks your hand in. It is extremely comfortable. That pocket clip, you do not feel it. It's not a deep carry clip, so you will be able to get it in and out of your pocket fairly easy. You've got something to grab, so you don't have to thick your thumb. You don't have to stick your thumb down in your pocket to pull the knife out. You can actually grab the back of that, or if you have a lanyard or a fob on there, that works too. Now check this out. It sounds like someone is unleashing a sword. I mean, it sounds like, I do like the sound of it. And you can get up here, you can really choke up and your thumb just falls right into that little, what do you call that? A little poon action. Let me see what this thing weighs because it's not super light. And I hope you're having a really good day. Let me know down below. I'm going to show you 3 more knives. Well, 2 more knives here real quick. But let me know how you're feeling, which one of these knives you like. See, this is a 5.2 ouncer. So if you don't like heavy knives, then you might want to steer clear of this one in particular. Unless you go canoeing and you need a boat anchor, you know, a 5-ounce knife is a substantial weight. But I do know a lot of people don't want a super lightweight knife. They want one that's more substantial in the hand. And this is one that's more substantial. I believe this version is going to run you somewhere around $50. And they also have a D2 version that's like 30, 31 bucks. But there's the 2 versions of the Lich King. Now check this one out. This is one I've shown 2 or 3 different versions. This is a new upgraded version. This one has 14C 28N blade steel, baby. This is the Lothar Falcon. Would you look at that? This is one of my faves from Lothar. It has the old-timey look, you know, kind of reminds me of my grandpa and my uncle, the knives they carried, except for it's a more modernized approach with better steel. 14C is arguably better than what was on their knives. This is a plunge lock. It would be nice to see Lothar get into or check out maybe doing some button-activated liner locks, compression locks, because I think that's kind of where most of the knife companies need to head, just because it's a stronger lockup. So anytime I have a plunge lock, I always call it a medium duty knife. Yes, I said duty, but look at this. Pow, right in the kisser. Look at that. That is a pretty knife. There are 6, I can't find words. There are 6 different variants of this. This one here, I do like the coated blade. They also have one that's like mother of pearl, or what's that other stuff that's like mother of pearl? Abalone. I think it's abalone scales. Real Mr. Fancypants looking. Here's a look at your G10. Little texture vision, has nice texture. It's not overly aggressive. It's not the kind of texture that's going to tear up your pockets. Unless you're taking this in and out of your pocket 200 times a day, I think your pockets are definitely going to be safe. This does have very nice fluid action. This one is pleasurable. This one's easy to use. And if you don't like to use thumb studs, or if you have problems with your fingers, or if you have problems with, what do you call that? Dexterity, you don't have to use the thumb studs. You can just get this button, give it a little English and open it. Same to close it. So it's got, oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, we can also reverse flick it if your thumb's not in the way. It's very easy to reverse flick. As long as you don't have that finger in the way, you can use that nail nick and go swing, which is very nice. Very, very nice. It's comfortable in the hands. No issues whatsoever with the ergos. The ergonomics are very nice. I like this blade shape. It has the classic, like, elongated, clip pointish look. I do like it. Let's see, it does say 14C, baby. So this is a very nice knife for the price. It's less than $50 here. I know that they're on sale for like 6%. I don't know, that's a weird percentage. But I looked them up before I made the video for the 3rd time, just so I could tell you all. Now, I do enjoy it. I like it. I don't have any issues with it or any problems with it. It's a medium use, medium duty knife, and I think it's pretty cool. Last but certainly not least is the Lothar Bouncer. Would you look at that? I mean, just look at it and all of its bounciness. This one does have a reversible clip. Obviously, it's not deep carry, so it's easy to get out of your pocket. I'm guessing you would call that a karambit style, since we do have the giant finger hole back here. You ready to see this blade? Oh yeah, look at that. This is a very utilitarian style blade. When I look at this knife, this is the kind of knife that I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be good for opening packages. Has the slightest, just the slightest bit of recurve. Has this landing pad up here is perfect. The ergonomics on this one, 10 out of 10. I mean, it is that comfy. And I do like, check that out. Very nice micarta, green micarta. There's 3 different versions. You can get an orange one, a black one, or a green one, I believe. But they did a good job. This micarta reminds me a lot of Civivi's. It does have a fixed pivot, and besides the fixed pivot, it also freaking has what do you call it? Cage ceramic ball bearings, which is very nice. Very, very nice. And the action on this one is really good. This one is a lightweight knife. This one is not a big, chunky, heavy one. This one's super lightweight. Matter of fact, I'll give you a quick weight on it since we're flying by it at 374.2 miles an hour. This one comes in at 2.7 ounces. So if that doesn't tell you, it's very light. It feels light. You're not going to know this is in your pocket. Now, the reverse hold, if this is how you're going to hold it like that, that's very comfortable too. And I have large width hands, so I have no issues with that if you're going to slice open some potato bags or something to that effect. But I like it. Overall, it's very comfortable in hand. Me, myself and I, putting your thumb up here, I can see doing a lot of precision cuts like this, or definitely you can come up here and do a finger pinch to open up Amazon packages, you know, put your thumb up there so you don't open too much of the package. But I like it. These are pretty cool. The Lothar Bouncer, and then the Lich King, which I've shown 2 or 3 times. And we'll be giving these knives away on the live stream. Every Friday night, we have a live stream that goes for 4 hours. So, you know, hit the subscribe button and you'll want to stop by and check out what we do, because we give away all kinds of stuff. That's just something extra fun part of the live stream. So let me know if you have one of these, if you're thinking about getting one of these bad boys. Do you like heavier knives, more traditional, or crazier and lightweight? And on your screen, you're going to have a video or 2 that you can go check out. My latest release, or one that's recommended for you. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the high streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.